another Group 1 winner, and that is Press Statement. We've got a couple in this race with Vanbrugh as well, who won the Champion Stakes, but the return of Press Statement, he's $1.90, the Caulfield Guineas winner, returning into the mounting yard. We go for the Hobartville. This is a Group 2 worth $400,000, and I think he's just about your favourite horse. I'll give you the honours of chatting about horse number 1, Press Statement.
Well, he loves the track and trip, Richo. He's a two-time Group 1 winner. He's from a good draw. And he's come off some nice trials leading into this too. Now, this will be a great test for him today because they're thinking that they might take him to Ascot for the straight 6 race. So this 1,400-metre test is a good test for him if he can win this first up. He's nice and forward. He's ready to win today. I think he's a star.
And his stablemate is Vanbrugh, horse number 2, who won the Spring Champion Stakes over 2,000 metres. He was sent out for a spell. He may be coming to Melbourne for the Australian Guineas, so he runs 1,400 metres here. By all reports, he's prepped up. I know he's probably better at 2,000 metres. If there's a complete blowout, he could be an interesting runner here in Vanbrugh.
Well, he's got a lot of upside because he was very goofy even when he won his Group 1.
Here's Etymology, who's another stayer, runner-up in the Derby.
Yeah, and I tell you what, won well at Pakenham, second up over 1,400 metres, then second in the Victoria Derby in that preparation. Can sprint well fresh, obviously wants it further. 2 trials leading into this, gets a good run from a nice draw.
I've gone for an outsider, and it is this boy. Yes, he's $19, Kieran McAvoy and Murray Baker, Del Cielo. His run in the Caulfield Guineas Prelude was unbelievable, and I think in a race he can take up on the speed. He might have an advantage over Press Statement. It's been a bit leaderish today. I think he's suited.
Well, the key to him is how fizzed up he gets in the mounting yard. You couldn't believe he's still a maiden. Good. I think he's my best roughie.
Oh, he's not a maiden. He's won 2 of his 9. Now, Shards is won 2 of his 10. This is Brett Navdullah's mount. He ran 4th in the Eskimo Prince. That was first up. He got back. It was a hard day to make ground. It was Shards. Horse number 6, you were there on the Gold Coast when Wolf Cry broke its maiden.
Maiden at the distance, that was. I was reading Richo, sorry. Wolf Cry, very good, sitting on the speed on the Gold Coast. He can also get a little bit hot in the mountain yard, so he's nice and relaxed with a couple of handles. He's got a lot of upside. Dry track is the key for him. 50-1 chance for Tarquin, who won the Pago as a 2-year-old, and then was set for the Sires and also the Champagne. So he's already Group 1 place yet. Unbelievably, he's second up from a spell today, and he's at 50-1. Such is the quality of the field. You really like this boy. You liked him when he was in Melbourne, and he won first up. Spill the beans. And I've got to say, the Schnitzel breed, they love the juice out of the track, the sting out, which he got first up when he dictated terms up on the speed with Timmy Clark on board. He really kicked clear over the 6 furlongs too, so it's a good test for him stretching out to the 14. Looked well.
Torgerson carries the famous Triple Honour colours. Another one of the outsiders. Can Tommy Berry get his 5th win? Well, this would be a blowout. He's second up from a spell. He was disadvantaged where he was in the running last start. We get to a couple of the outsiders, including Too Good to Refuse, who had an interesting story. I think was stung by a stingray, if you don't mind, him doing a bit of walk, a bit of stuff in the water.
OK, up in Brisbane there. Well, he's a winner at 1,400 metres. He's had 2 runs in, which have been very good. Now, he was only 1.7 behind Vanbrugh when he was last in work, so he's got some ability.
La Romaine is going through its grades, won the Wilkes Quality first up. Runs second in the Eskimo Prince, so outside the key runners, might be a blowout and a value horse. Montagna is at $13.
Well, he beat the older horses last start, which is always a good form line, stepping back into 3-year-old colts and geldings. He gets back, he runs on, 1,400, he's hard fit, he's got a good draw, good multiple horse here.
And the last of our runners, trained by Les Bridge and carrying the famous South Sydney colours, is Balmain Boy. Has won 2 of 6 last start. Was 4th at benchmark 85 grade, so up against Group 1 winners. He's up against it. They are the runners for the Hobartville Stakes, Group 2 level, over 1,400 metres. And Matty Campbell, how short is Press Statement? He resumes his campaign and aims for Autumn Glory. That's coming up next.
Set now on the Hobartville Stakes. Stand by for a start. And they're off and racing. Montaigne just missed the start of fraction, and Shards gets back, and the favourite Press Statement jump well together with Wolf Cry on the outside, and Spill the Beans is bursting through. Spill the Beans and Wolf Cry the leaders in the early part from Del Cielo, and Press Statement right there in 4th. Then Balmain Boy from Le Romaine, Too Good to Refuse. In the second half of the field, Etymology from Torgerson, Tarquin caught deep from Montaigne, Shards and Vambra's being snagged back to last. Matthew Cameron's got Spill the Beans in front, steadies the speed from Wolf Cry. Dalciello third, the favourite Press Statement fourth, one out, one back. Then Balmain Boy from Le Romain. Further back to Torgerson, Etymology, too good to refuse between them. Then Shards from Tarquin, Montaigne and Vambra is the last one. Down the side of the course, it's Spill the Beans, a neck in front of the 600 from Wolf Cry, Dalciello. Press Statement slides up three wide now before the turn. Le Romain gets onto his back, followed by Balmain Boy, Torgerson, too good to refuse and Vambra to the outside. Spill the Beans being tackled by Wolf Cry. Sits quietly on Press Statement. Slide, join the leaders. Le Romain giving chase. He says, go boy, now on Press Statement. A length clear. Wolf Cry. The gun 3-year-old edging clear in the Hobartville. And Press Statement makes it look easy. Le Romain second. Montaigne got up for third. In front of Spill the Beans. Then Wolf Cry, Dalciello. Closing off nicely. Then Balmain Boy from Torgerson, Shards. Good margin back to Vambra. Too good to refuse. And they were the last couple to finish.
Huey makes back-to-back Hobartvilles. Hit his fourth win in the race. He won it last year on a hallowed crown. First up from and wins it. Another future stallion. Press Statement. So impressive. 2.10 and $1.30. I think he will be standing at Vinery when his racing days are over. There might be more Group 1s around the corner for him.
What you want to see when you've got a short price favourite do is put them away like that. What I loved about his gate speed too, he drew an awkward gate mid to outside barrier. Hugh Bowman just fired him up like he did in the Caulfield Guineas, but not too much because he was able to come back underneath him because Spill the Beans put the brakes on with Wolf Cry sitting up on the speed there today. Huey was one out, one back controlling the race. No problem, right of screen. You can see him cuddle as long as he could. Now Romain, I'll slow down the Hawks team. It was just posted 3 deep, right of screen. Tried to get him behind him. It just over-raced a little bit. It will improve, but take nothing away. His last 100 metres, first up over 14, was super. Chris Waller, his trainer, wanted to see him clear away from this mob over 7 furlongs today, first up, and have a good pointer towards Ascot, because it's a searching 1,200 metres straight that's got 2 dips and 2 rises in it, so it's very taxing. He now books his ticket, ladies and gentlemen, to Royal Ascot to show his wear. He's a valuable colt, and it's very important for him to go to Royal Ascot and perform well for his Northern Hemisphere stud duties.
Yeah, well, he's a colt by Hinchinbrook who did exactly that, but didn't get to race over there. He got sick, Hinchinbrook. 2.10 and $1.30. La Romain runs second, and Montaigne running third. Where will he go next? We'll find out from Press Statement. He could be a star of the autumn, and then season represent Australia. He'll be joining Chautauqua on the plane. How good was Press Statement? I hope you're enjoying the elite racing action, and I don't throw the word elite around willy-nilly because this colt is certainly elite. His name is Press Statement. He's a future stallion. He's a Group 1 winner already. $1.30 Press Statement. Terrific winner of the Hobartville there. The numbers 1, 11, 12 and 8.